Impact 2020 is just around the corner. This year we are dreaming with God, and we have been able to dream with so many people and help things come to pass through our giving. How about checking out this video of one of the great projects that we've invested into?
It was 25 years ago when a missionary told me that Latin America would be reached through music, and I think she was right.
In Mexico and all of Latin America, there's a massive population that needs Jesus, and they're really into their music. But we'll come back to that later. According to the latest United Nations data, Mexico has a population of approximately 129 million people. It's the 10th most populated country in the world, and the greater Mexico City area is estimated to be that of 21.5 million people.
Hi, I'm Bob Barnard.
And I'm Shona.
And we're the pastors here in Equippers, Mexico City.
And I'm Anya.
And she's our awesome worship leader.
And we've been in Mexico since 1996.
For the most part, we've been working as missionaries alongside local pastors in kids ministry and setting up community centers. But that is all history.
Because in 2012, God spoke. He said, I want you to start a church and pastor it.
So we did.
We rented a building and started running a community center during the week and services on Sunday.
And it grew from 9 people to over 100 within a year.
2 years in, I realized I needed a mentor, and so I reached out to an old friend. Some of you might know him, Steve Graham, the man responsible for discipling Shona and me when we were teenagers.
Actually, Pastor Steve came to Mexico in 2017 to speak at our 5th anniversary and saw that what we were doing fit within the DNA of Equippers. And so he set us up with Pastor Bruce Monk. In October last year, Pastor Bruce came to Mexico and brought with him Pastor Pat Sparrow from Equippers Central Coast. And we had a fiesta with these apostolic leaders. Pastor Bruce inspired us to broaden our vision, and before he left, he gave us the green light to start our journey to become Equippers Mexico City. Since last October, Pastor Pat Sparrow has become our go-to man for practically everything, and he's helped us build a connection with Pastor John and Equippers Central Coast. We're so grateful for how quickly and completely they've embraced our church, financially investing and partnering with us. Mexico City is the most significant city in the country and one of the most significant in all of Latin America. People come here to study and to find work. The city has the largest and most prominent universities. Research, science, medicine, commerce, cultural and religious centers are concentrated here. Despite the fact that Mexico is a relatively rich country, most people, they live in poverty. And their poverty isn't only material, but spiritual. They've grown up in a culture that preys on the less fortunate, where every system is steeped in corruption, and the general population accepts this as reality. And unfortunately, the Pentecostal church has largely existed in 2 extremes. On one side are the fundamentalists that heap rules and prohibitions on their people. And on the other side, there are those who focus on prosperity, that leave their people poor and their pastors rich. But there's a new type of a church emerging, and churches like Hillsong in the north of the country and Más Vida, which is more life, in Mexico City are gaining momentum. Today, Equippers Ciudad de Mexico is also bringing this new expression of church, demonstrating a culture of grace and not works, honor and not taking advantage of others, a culture that celebrates purpose and not fatalism. We're currently located in an area called Iztapalapa. It's the most dense and highest populated zone of all of Mexico City, with around 2 million people. It's no surprise that the building that we've been renting since 2012 is just not big enough. And in the middle of a pandemic, God opened up a building with more than 4 times the capacity, and it's only 1 block away from where we are. We know that God is in this, and we're taking massive steps of faith, believing that God is going to bring the resources for this new and significantly more expensive location. But it's not just about covering the rent. To maintain growth and to become a voice of influence in the city, as you know, we need to keep investing. And as Pastor Sam said, let's go big. We want to impact this city for Christ, to receive and equip the masses for life through faith in Jesus Christ, to plant more churches, to start a movement in Mexico. Remember how we said Latin America would be reached through music? Well, we've been blessed with talented musicians, and in the last year, they've translated about a dozen Equiper songs, and they just keep coming. The unique sound and powerful lyrics hit home with our people. They love them. We know that the time is right. God has been setting us up for years, and Mexico City is ripe for the harvest.
Will you join us in this harvest for the Lord? And who knows, from here, He could launch Equippers into the rest of Spanish-speaking Latin America.
Sunday the 8th of November is our Impact Offering, and we are inviting you to join us and prayerfully consider how you would like to give over and above your tithes and offerings over the next 12 months.